Nessa Sunshine here, and today we are getting into the Colourpop times Becky G Salvaje Palette. And I'm also going to be using one of the Viva Super Shock shadows from the new Becky G and Colourpop collaboration. And the shadow I am using, this is Cielo, so we use this beautiful teal on the eyes today. I feel like a mermaid. Yes. So we'll do that on the eyes today. If you do want to get this look, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm starting off with my brows and my base on, and we're getting into this palette. This beautiful palette. I love this palette. The first shade we'll get into is Caramello. And I will also be using the BH Cosmetics number 18 Pro Blending Brush. You can use code NESSA for any BH purchase if you're interested. And I'm just blending it in swiper motion back and forth. After I've focused it here, I'm starting to blend it in swiper motions all over the lid. Even on the brow bone, I move up. I'm not adding any more of Caramello, but I'm just blending and diffusing it back and forth in swiper motions over and over and over again. So blend, blend, blend. I'm like doing this motion, but mostly with the tip of the brush. Holding the brush like a pencil, but toward my face. And using the tip. I'm gonna go ahead and add Caramello to the other side, and then we'll get into our next shadow. And the next shade we'll be getting into is Vibra. And I will also be using the Colourpop E2 blending brush. So with this brush, I'm dipping it into Vibra. I'm going to start to pounce it or bounce it with the tip of the brush onto the outer corner of the eyelid, mostly on the mobile eyelid, so the part that moves. And then what I'll do from there is I'm going to start to move it up higher and higher. Be careful as you move higher and higher. Since this is a deeper shade, we can create quite a mess if we just kind of place it all in the outer corner. If you feel confident, go right ahead. If you feel weary, well, do this. So just take a little bit at a time, and then build it up. Now I'm moving above the crease, and I'm pouncing it up, up and up and up. So just like that, and then what I'll do is I'll start to blend it a little. I'll probably be going actually back and forth between these two brushes, so my previous 18 blending brush and then the Colourpop E2, I believe that's what it is, yeah, E2 blending brush. I'll go back and forth and blend in and blend. And I'm going to start to diffuse. I'm kind of taking the brush and pushing it and kind of like smudging it, I guess. I'll go back in with my other brush. Right now I'm holding it like a pencil and tilting it toward my eyelid, above the crease of my eyelid, using the edge of the brush and the tip in very, very light swiper motions and light touches. I'm blending over here as well. I'm gonna take a little bit on my big fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and blend. This type of green is not the easiest to blend out, so I wanna work slowly and conscientiously. After I apply Vibra to this side, go ahead, if you're following along, apply it to this side. If you're a little weary, do it slowly, build it up, take your time. And we'll get into Serena and kind of like move it over so it sort of lightens it up and blends all together to add the new Becky G and Colourpop color Cielo. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, go ahead, add Vibra to the other side. The next shade we will be getting into is Serena, and I will be taking the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil number 5 flat thick brush onto the mobile eyelid in the center, and I'm moving in circular motions but patting as I circle. I think this color is so pretty, and it is such a perfect base for this Super Shock shadow that we're going to use. I've already used these colors underneath the Super Shock shadow for a different look. I did not film that look, so that's that. So what I will do is take my E2 brush and Serena, and then I'll even blend it a little bit in the crease, above the crease. Once I've added the Super Shock shadow on top of that, I will probably go back into Vibra to enhance the outer corner and deepen it up even more. So yeah, I could have done this differently. I don't know why I approached it this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop Serena to the other side. Do that if you're following along, and then we'll get into the Super Shock shadow, which is so Colourpop Super Shock shadows are the best. And from the new Becky G times Colourpop Super Shock shadow collection, I will be using this beautiful teal shade in Cielo. So I'm actually gonna start by taking my finger, my ring finger, into the Super Shock shadow and swirling it around. So I am going to press it on first with my ring finger. Like, oh, so pretty. And then I'm gonna continue to tap. And I will tap up. So it, just like I hold a brush horizontally, parallel to the ground, that's how I held my finger. And then I started to tilt it so that it's kind of slanted toward me, and then I move my finger up above the creases. I like a lot of shimmer, so I'm just gonna keep going and keep building it up. If you feel good, I would just slightly blend it into the inner corner and slightly blend it out and then leave it there. But I'm gonna add more shimmer, more shimmer. And I'm going to start to swipe. I'm gonna take my pinky into the inner corner to blend out into that tiny space. And then I'm going to move my finger up above the crease of my eye. So I'm adding even more. I love how they look wet on the lid. I'm gonna start to tilt again, slant my finger like a hill, like if that makes sense. Do you see how it's like slanted? So that's what's happening. Or a mountain. And then I'm gonna go over the crease again. Patting though, not swiping. And I'm patting gently. And I'm sort of bringing it out over here with patting. Not too much, just a little, because I'm gonna add more of Vibra, the deeper shade, to deepen up and intensify this look. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the new Super Shock I cannot. Super Shock shadow. Okay, to the other side. And the next shade we'll be getting into is Vibra. And I will be using the E5 blush brush to apply more of Vibra and sort of blend everything out. So I'm actually going to be not only applying Vibra, but I'm mixing Serena and Vibra together in the outer corner, and I'm just sort of blending. I'm blending. Very, very lightly. I'm just using the very lightest tip of this, and I've tapped off a lot of the excess. I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. We'll have a makeup miracle moment, and I will be adding the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes on top of my actual eyelashes to enhance this look. You can add false lashes or mascara if you prefer. I'm gonna do my face off camera. You can go ahead and do that as well for you if you're following along, and then we will get back after a makeup miracle moment. And boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka was what came. That was the onomatopoeia word for today, or phrase. So anyway, we're gonna get into the lower lash line, which is gonna be super simple. I'm gonna take the same BH5 brush from earlier and Vibra mixed with Serena, kind of like patting and smudging the lower lash line with the two colors mixed. And I will also be using the Colourpop E2 blending brush. Okay, blend. I'm gonna go ahead and apply those two shadows mixed to the other side, add black mascara to the lower lashes, and then I'll tell you what lip I'm wearing at the end. For lips, I'm wearing the Thrive Causemetics lip liner in Ghizlan and the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in Crush. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial using the Salvaje palette once more. If you haven't seen my first tutorial with it, go ahead and click up there. And yeah, we also included the new Super Shock shadow. I love these Super Shock shadows. They're so fantastic. They're so good. Like, they're like some of the best shadows. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel again if you have not subscribed already, and comment down below if you made it to this point of the video, which of the 4 shadows in this collection would be your favorite. I think for sure it would either be Oro or Cielo, because those two, like the gold and the teal blue, those two colors, I just love them. So I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye now.